Well, hey, how are you today? Welcome to the lunchroom. I see a couple people populating into the chat. Thank you for swinging by. I see Brandon Peterson and Ryan Beatty. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Brandon says, Lunchbox, which one are we breaking? I'm going to try to. The question is, which one are we breaking? I do have a one jumbo box up on the website. It's just a single 3-auto jumbo box. I believe it's $20 a spot. I'm going to try to push that today. There is, I know some of it has sold. So that's good. The first question of the day, and there's your first answer of the day. How you doing, Ryan? He's hungry all of a sudden. Well, if you're hungry for cardboard, you have reached the right destination. This is Lunchbox Breaks, live and loud. I'm the Lunchman, coming at you live at Western New York. In Western New York on Thursday. Two big monumental things going on today. First off, it's football season. Today is kickoff day. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the who are they playing? The Pittsburgh Pirates? I can't remember who Tampa Bay's playing. Usually always the Super Bowl winner goes off against another team. Who are they playing? I don't know. Yeah, it shows my football knowledge. Junior knows. He was telling me this morning. And the second thing that's going off today, my kids are off to school. I would ask Junior what the game is tonight, but he is in the learning institution known as third grade. So two monumental things here in the lunchroom today. The kickoff of football season and the beginning of school. So it's awful quiet here in the Casa de la Lunch. Nice day. So I figured I'd hop on here. I put the kids on the bus around 8 a.m. That was after about 3 hours of sleep. So I laid back down. I just woke back up. So here I am. I got a couple hours. We'll give it a spin. We're going to try to do this the Jumbo Mega, 3 autos, 2020 Bowman. These here, football, I do have these as personals. I was selling them last week. I have a bunch of retail personals that are available if anybody's interested. And I may be able to throw together just because it's the kickoff for football. I'm going through my old stash. I do have some old football around that I can give you on the cheap. I got a boom box that was never opened. This is, I used to subscribe to this. I quit doing that. I used to get the baseball and football boom box. I don't know what's in here. There is random packs on the boom box, but I could put together some kind of a low end mixer there. Maybe a box of certified 2013. This is way back with Geno Smith on the front there, but this does have like Tom Brady. It does have Aaron Rodgers. It's got a lot of good stuff in there in 2013. I've opened it before. So we'll give it a run. Kind of quiet here. Just thank you for you two for swinging by the lunchroom. I'll put the link up in chat for that box. It is there's 22 left until we fill it. It's 2021 Bowman Jumbo Box. Going to be random teams. We'll see if we can get it going. I'll hang out here for about an hour or so, see if we get some traction. It looks like it's Thursday. People are doing stuff. It's post-holiday weekend. It is the playoffs in the Lunchbox Baseball League. I did not make the top 8. I'll be going over that in a little bit. But, the race is on now for the number 1 spot that gets the $300 hobby box. So that's pretty exciting. Everybody that's in the league, we know this, I've already established this, is going to get a spot and a break. Good news. You'll get a spot in the break. One person will get $300. $300 hobby box or break credit, whichever tickles the fancy. So what else is going on in the world of baseball? Who's going to go to the big show? I don't think the New York Yankees have the ability. As a Yankees fan, it humbles me, it terrifies me, it troubles me. I mean, there's still there's still an option that they may get hot before the end of the season and run into the playoffs. That is a possibility. Very unlikely though. The Yankees just can't. One day they look like they're on top of the world. The next day, I think they look like they're in the sandlot or something, and they can't figure out which end of the bat to use. Just I went to the Bronx this weekend. Actually, made a trip down there to the Yankee Stadium. Saw them play the Orioles. Saw them lose to the Orioles. It was a fun trip though, nonetheless. Nothing like being at a ballpark, and then that's the first time me visiting the New York Yankees ballpark. That was cool. Definitely an enjoyable experience. Would recommend. May do it again. My wife she was stating that after on the way back, she'd like to make it a point to get there once a year. We weren't able to take the train like we had pre-planned due to all the flooding that had happened. We drove the family truckster right into the Bronx. Right in downtown, wherever the Bronx. I don't know if that's downtown Bronx or what part of Bronx that is, but yeah, that's the first time I've ever drove in that area of New York. I've only experienced New York like over in Jamaica area, Jamaica and JFK. I used to go there quite a bit when I drove truck. So, well, it was fun. We definitely spot the $12 popcorn. My kids ate the $6 ice cream. Hey, it's Dandy Andy, the AP from PA. How are you, man? Hope you're having a good day. Well, we're gonna try to run a little bit here, maybe a little Bowman. I might put together a little bit of a cheap football break if anybody's interested for the kickoff of the football season. Yeah, I'm looking at the jumbo here for $20. And then if anybody's interested in the Chronicles or Prism, I can do those as personals. It is the beginning of football season. I'm not going to put these in a break. I don't want to trouble myself at sorting. That's all there is to it. I know there's potential for some great cards in these, but I can't get myself to sort them. I just can't sort them. So they're gonna be personals. I've got a bunch of them too. So I'm looking at breaking the Bowman. I'm gonna look at maybe putting up something for football here. Excuse me. Missed my mute mic. Little sneeze-a-rooney there. Must be allergic to the football cards. So, yeah, we're going to put that up there. We'll see what we can do, if we can get it going. I'm going to give it till about 3 o'clock. If nothing goes by 3, we'll bring it down and we'll try again another day. I wasn't on much last weekend or this week, so try to make a little more, try to get back on here, see if we can get some breaks going. I should be around, I got to work tomorrow night, unfortunately, so it won't be around Friday night. But next Friday I will be. Next Friday is going to be the release of Bowman Chrome, and I got a bunch of that coming. Hey, Dustin Fisker, how you doing, man? Hope all is well out in the Mile High State. Hope you're having a good one. It is the kickoff of football season here. Thursday. The kickoff of football season and the kickoff of my kids into the school system. Today is their first day of school. So it's awful quiet here. Awful quiet here. With that in mind, I have thoughts of being able to get on here more often. At least that's the thought. We'll see if it actually happens. They have now my boy is junior lunch is now in third grade. Can't believe it. It doesn't seem real, but it is. And my twin girls are in first grade. Crazy, crazy times. What do you guys got up to? What are you up and about doing, Andy? Just checking out some things. I received a notice that I got to start collecting taxes in Michigan. I've met the state requirement for tax collection in May 2020. Wow. Good old Michigan. My son has been in school since August 12th. Oh, wow. It's definitely started early. Unemployment is finished, huh? What's the what are you looking to do, Dandy? I think you worked at the bowling alley prior, right? I believe. Sorry, I'm checking out some messages I just got. Andy, thanks for the order. I just got it. Just came over. Appreciate that. I'll get the checklist up here in a second. Well, I'd welcome you into the bakery, but I don't know if you could handle that commute. We're hiring. We just brought in 3 people this last week where I work. And it's interesting because a lot of them are kids, and I don't know. I've been working in the bakery for 9 years, so I'm seasoned. And I remember though the first time I walked through it, how ominous it felt and overwhelming. In a full-fledged manufacturing facility, so I've been training a couple people on the overnights, just to safeties and first day. Yeah, they kind of look at all the machines and the flour and the bread and the dough kicking around in the at work, and I can see the overwhelmingness in their eyes. People until you walk in and see all the machinery and stuff like that, and all the stuff that goes on, and all the people, you don't realize how much is involved when you get that loaf of bread on your table. Hey, it's Preston Canner. How you doing, Preston? Any kind of possibilities over 24 an hour. There you go. Well, there are opportunities, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know about your area, what's going on. I'm not a guy that likes retail though. The only spot that I've ever liked to work retail was at a gas station, or full service gas station. That's the only time I've ever enjoyed retail. I did work at a hot dog stand once. I worked. Where else did I work? I used to work at a restaurant. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, and it needs to be done. It's just not my cup of tea. I am older now. I may handle it a little differently, but one of my favorite jobs of dealing with customers though was at the full serve gas station. I actually put this on my resume when the current job I have is a petroleum transfer engineer. And when they asked me about my job description, is I transferred the petroleum into a mobile unit per on a per diem basis. Go look at Coke and Pepsi and Red Bull. They always hiring. Yeah, they usually are. Not big on retail. Yeah, the folks that work at this the front line of customers at the retail stores, you gotta, that's why I try to be as polite as possible because I don't want. It's rough. It's rough. You get a lot of people they get mad. You get mad quick, and you know what? The customers are entitled to get mad. We're paying a lot of money for this stuff, anything at a store. And if the product is wrong or things are out of shape, and there's a lot of money these stores bring in, and we're putting it costs a lot of money to buy stuff. And when we see stuff, dang it, we want it fixed. I'm not justifying the angry retail customers. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but sometimes it's warranted. You worked at Blockbuster for 10 years in 3 states. Blockbuster would be a fun deal. If you know your movies, I bet Blockbuster would be a great job. He's in Pennsylvania. What is it? Pottsville, Pennsylvania? Pottstown? I always get Pottstown and Pottsville mixed up. We actually, the company I work for has a distribution in Pottsville. Pottsville. The same town as the brewery for Yuengling. And I've actually visited there. I've gone and I did a tour. Well, I did a tour, and we were implementing a new shipping process, a new logistics line. Not logistics line. Well, it's just a new transportation method into our network. And I went down to go watch it the first couple nights, and I stayed down there the night, and got to check out one of the fun parts of going down there was we did do a tour of the Yuengling Brewery. They claim to be the oldest brewery in the United States. It's Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Yeah. All right. Where I'm talking about is Pottsville. Pottsville is what I think. So you're in Pottstown. I think you're down more towards. What's the name of that? You're down by. Are you by Reading, Pennsylvania? Reading or Allentown? I think you've told me a couple times. Anyways, but back to the Yuengling Brewery tour. That was pretty interesting. They they went and they showed the whole manufacturing line. Well, part of it anyways. And it was really cool to see the cans of beer go flying down the line, and they gush out. The beer comes down and shoots beer into them. Then they cap them, and then they get off to ship. They go and box them. Like, that's amazing. And then they bring you through the old school brewery. They actually take you down in the basement and show you all this antique equipment that they used during Prohibition. They put up a wall and they hid their brewing process during Prohibition. And it was well known in the town that they were still making beer, but they whenever they were visited by the state or the feds that were looking to make sure they were shut down, they had this gigantic wall. Reading, Pennsylvania. I always found that amazing that during the Prohibition, there seemed to be more production of alcohol than there was before Prohibition. I think that's so intriguing. Me as a avid alcohol, fan. All right, let me get the checklist up here. Preston, I got your order. Thank you so much. I love seeing that stuff. Busch Gardens in Virginia had the Busch Brewing plant inside when I was younger. I loved doing those tours with my father. Yeah, yeah. Maybe. How far away is the Yingling Brewery? Go wander over and start building beers, man. That's got to look great on a resume. What do you do for a profession? I build beers. You build beers? Yes, I work at a beer processing facility. I build at a beer manufacturing facility. I actually have applied at the one here that is in Rochester. You guys seen me drink online. My cans of there is a brewery here in Rochester, New York. It's Genesee Brewery. It is the biggest brewery in New York State. Every brewery's got a small fact, the strongest beer in the county. The one here, Yingling has the oldest brewery in America. They gotta have their bragging rights there. And I brag up Genesee quite a bit. I'm a big fan, big consumer of it. And I applied there. I applied there a couple times, but the one time I did go inside and do an interview, it was when I was still at my last company at UPS. And I talked to a bunch of people there. And I remember being there talking with the folks that work there. And they're cross-examining me. And I'm like, I'm a big fan of the product. And I was waiting. Someone goes, did they ask you how big of a fan? I got to admit, I was kind of hoping to will you do a taste test? Can you tell which one's the Genesee? I never have. Hungry for Cardboard. It's a couple hours from you. I don't have a drinking problem. Actually, I have no problem drinking at all. Yeah. I only have a drinking problem when the beer runs out. Then there's a problem. That's the only time I ever have a problem is when I run out. Then we got problems, baby. Which is really cool these days. I haven't actually taken advantage of this, but I've heard people who have. Like Grubhub or DoorDash and all these grocery stores that deliver. You can have beer delivered to your door now. I didn't think they would allow alcohol, but they in fact do. I haven't been in a spot where I needed to utilize that yet, but I see the convenience in it. I love the idea of being able to push the buttons on your phone and beer show up at your front door. You don't even have to talk to anybody. You just sit there and, I don't know, you put in DoorDash and say, pick your flavor of beer, and it just magically shows up on your doorstep, even the same day. You don't have to wait overnight. It's amazing. The future is great. Hungry for cardboard. Yeah, I am too, man. I am too. All right, let me get the checklist up here. We're moving in on it. I see orders coming over. Let's try to get this jumbo. Seems like the most easily obtainable. DoorDash only averages $13 an hour. Delivery companies like that are a bit of a. That's a tough gig, especially if you're using your own vehicle. I don't know how they do with gas and mileage and whatnot. I did do once. I forgot about this gig I had. I drove for Lyft, which is like Uber, here in Rochester about 8 years ago. It was a friend of mine. It was kind of on the low key. A lot of people didn't even know they were here. They had launched the app here in Rochester, New York, and it was under the radar. So my friend told me about it, and I joined up. I was like one of the first first couple hundred was, I think it was like, they gave me a number. I think it was like 108, 109, 109th person in Rochester to be one of the drivers here, which is pretty good because there's thousands of people doing it now. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands. There's just so many people doing Lyft. And I was definitely one of the first ones to do it in the city here. And it was a pretty crazy time. Talk about some wild times. I used to get blocked by taxi drivers, used to try to get in my way and wouldn't get up and wouldn't move in front of me. The New York State Taxi Driver Union was up in arms. They did not want Lyft or Uber. Uber didn't come yet. Lyft was one of the first ones to come here. And I did it for about 3 months. It was fun. I definitely got sick of it. There was a lot of money to be made, that's for sure. I don't know if you're interested in doing something like that, Andy. But it was definitely, I met a lot of cool people. I actually met somebody that I still message with all the time, a music fan. I used to see him at music festivals, and he's ramming the roads up and down in Seattle, the West Coast somewhere these days. But when I was a tester for Amazon's alcohol delivery service. They would just deliver free wine, beer in exchange for my feedback. Oh, we get weed delivered here. Oh, man. Can you believe it? It's Friday night. Let me push a couple buttons. Let me get the joint delivery system over here, and then the liquor and the beer. Why leave the house, folks? Why leave the house? What's the... You know what? And I'm all about it too, man. It's safer. It's safer. You know what? If you're starting to get messed up and you get the Jones in for a joint, you shouldn't have to hop into a car and go get it. Push the buttons on your phone and make it show up on your doorstep. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever actually use it, but I'm glad it's an option out there. Yeah, driving for Lyft was actually pretty fun. I put a pink mustache on the front of my truck. And the funnest part of it was watching the local taxi drivers, because it was a big different option for the kids. A lot of kids started using it once they found out about it. And it was pretty neat. It was you could get a ride. Well, you know how Lyft and Uber works. I don't know what the prices are. I haven't used one in forever. But these kids, hanging out at the bar at 2 a.m. just need a ride home. They don't want to walk because it's raining or whatever. However, their ride didn't work. I'd pick them up, take them home, and used to charge them like $7 or $8 is all they had to pay. Lyft would take 10% of it, and I'd get the rest. And it was pretty good. $5, $6, $10, $12, and then they're allowed to tip. I remember a couple of the bartenders I gave a ride home to would hand over. They'd give me $30 sometimes. They're bartenders are the gratuity based folks. That was definitely a fun. It was definitely a fun time. Then it got banned. Then New York State put out a rule. Some legislature. They shut it down. They were unable to operate for a while here in New York. Now they're back. They've been back for a couple years. That was definitely a neat interaction. I met, most of the people were great. I did meet a couple of people that were total jackholes, but they're everywhere. I forgot all about that. I only did it for like 3 months or so. I can't remember how much. The money was pretty good because they were giving people free rides for like the first 30 days. Everybody could get free rides. So all the money that was spent on the thing was actually coming from Lyft. It wasn't coming from the people. So they would actually tip a little more. I think they were trying to get their, the product out there, the brand out there. It was mostly advertising at that point. Now we've got Uber here. We got Lyft and Uber. I've used it. I haven't used it in a couple of years. Back when I was going to concerts downtown here in Rochester, I used to take a Lyft if I didn't want to ride my bicycle. Anyways, back to the cardboard at hand. We got some 2021 Bowman. 19 left on there. We'll see if we can get it going. Well, I'm going to give it till about 3 p.m. I'm going to give it another hour, 20 minutes. If we don't get it, we'll give it a run tomorrow. If anybody's interested in some personals, I do have megas of Prism. I got megas of Chronicles. I do have some Topps Chrome still, if anybody wants a mega. Hold on, let me grab some of those too. Whoops. All right, there we go. Let me get the checklist going. Yeah, I got. So we're gonna try to move on this. I'll put this football up later. I don't know if I don't know about that one yet. I got to figure out the price on it. But I got these here. I got some personals if anybody is interested. This one's got one auto. Get the work on the checklist here. Start a new one. Hope everybody got their lunchbox delivery this week. I did ship out before the holiday, so it should have delivered either Tuesday or Wednesday. Hope everything arrived in good shape. All right, here we go. Here we go. Got OMG in on this one. Starting it out with 5. Was looking at possibly meeting up with OMG down at the Bronx. He had some things going on. Wasn't able to hook up with him. Probably for the good thing we would have got the Yankees get destroyed together. Slam Grant. And Grant Slam. I'm going to give them both. In for 3. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, OMG, for your 5 spots. Amazing. Thank you. Oop, I don't have that up on the screen. Ryan, we've got, right now it looks like 19 spots are left in this. So we've got 11 spots down, 19 to go, almost halfway. Oops. What just happened? There it is. Got you, Andy. Thank you so much. And Preston got you down for 2. So we got on a Bowman Mega, Jumbo Mega, 3 autos. 3 autos. See if we get the Austin Martin coming out of there. That's probably the big card. Or Blaze Jordan. Toronto is the big one. We'll do random teams. $20 to get 1 spot in there. we'll give it a good run here. We'll see how far we can get. If anybody wants to do personals, let me know. I'll give you a price on these. I do have, I'm going to try to get those on the site. I haven't been able to do that yet. I wanted to set it up for a personal spot, but I didn't want to oversell it. I'm worried if, I got to set up the site differently. I got to work on it. I was working on it, looking at it last night. Well, we'll talk a little bit. I'm going to take it on over. We'll talk a little bit about the fantasy baseball, not football. All right, so fantasy baseball. We are in the playoffs. I am going to end up in dead last. Although I'm destroying Crikey right now. Maybe I won't end up in dead last. So here's the standings. We got the playoff bracket is started this week. And Dave McCoy destroying everybody in the league. Not really destroying. Dev Mud Thieves coming in a close second. And Team Beard. Those three are really the three top dogs. They're probably going to end up 1, 2, and 3 somehow. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. The playoff bracket is live right now. And that goes from September 6th here to the 12th. So Sunday, it'll wrap up. Dev Mud Thieves putting a hurting on Phillies Fanatics. Lynette. Plains of NC Beer. I believe that's Wicks. Is that? I think that's Dan Wicks. And Dave McCoy going at it. Dave McCoy destroying. Weston Beard against my wife and Gary's team. Rip in peace, downtown Gary Brown. Wait a minute, is that Weston? No, that's not Charlotte. No, that's Chad West. My bad. Chad West, I knew he had a playoff team. He came in 5th in the league. Chad West gonna win his, probably win. Beat. I don't know if my wife realizes she's in the playoffs. I haven't even talked to her about it. And PA Tombo coming in the last spot, going against Weston Beard. Oh, Dave didn't get the first seed, did he? Huh. Oh, is that because because of the ties? Looks like Weston had the better as the number 1 seed. So there's the playoffs. The playoffs are live. And if you remember, we'll go over the break layout. Here's all the idea of, here's what's going to happen to the standings. It was $125 for each person. We got 20 teams. That's going to be $2,500. We did do an all-star break. So right now, the top 3 teams will get a hobby box or break credit for finishing top in the league. First place is going to get a $300 hobby box or break credit. Second place will get a $200 hobby box or break credit. Or third place will get a $100 or $100 break credit. So those were the top prizes. But on top of that, the first break, we had a $400 break at the All-Star break. You guys already got those cards. The second break, excuse me, is going to happen during the World Series, which will be coming up sooner than I'd like. And we're going to take $1,400 worth of cardboard and break it up between 20 of us. There is, so that equals second break will be $1,400. The first break we already did is $400. The prizes are $600 worth of prizes. And then I'm taking on $100 just to keep the shipping and prices down a little bit, the protection costs. So that's our fantasy. forget, it's on the if you're in there, there is the breakdown. So everybody will get a spot in the break. The way the break will happen. Can we see my lineup? Sure, my lineup is horrible. I've kind of given up on it. I don't got any probable pitchers. Oh, I do. Let me move Sean Monet up here. Maybe I'll get a chance. So I've got Senzatella starting tonight, which has he's got a horrible ERA. He's 1-4, lost 9. And I got Sean Monet up. Sean Monet hasn't had too bad of a year. He's 8-9, 3.9 ERA. Here's the people I have of Zunino from Tampa Bay. Freddie Freeman, my number 1 pick. The Moose Moustakis, Brandon Drury, Javi Baez, Hanser Alberto, Luis Urias, Cedric Mullins, my number 1 player on the league in my league. Cedric Mullins, a beast. I drafted him as a joke, and he turned out being that he's had his breakout year. Randall Grichuk hasn't been horrible. Brett Gardner. Oh, look, and even this guy, I got to update him. Move him off. Put him on the IL. I've given up all hope. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, McCutcheon's off the IL. Let's activate him. No, I'm not dropping anybody. Hold on. I'll put him to the IL, and I'll activate McCutcheon. There we go. Yeah, my team isn't great. Yeah, I know. I really gave it a good. It doesn't look like I did much to it. I haven't played with it for the last couple of weeks yet, but I don't have anybody good. I had a bunch of people I had on the bench I kept for a while. Who was the big ones that got hurt? I can't even remember. Freddie Freeman was my number 1 pick. Oh, I had Tyler Glasnow was my second pick, and Glasnow went out with Tommy John. Glasnow was helping me out. I was doing pretty good with pitching. Whenever Glasnow got on the mound, I really did great. It was just enough to get my pitching up. Wait a minute, I thought I activated him. Oh, since I activated him today, I can't use him. I'll have to use McCutcheon tomorrow. Yeah, it's not great, but it's so it goes. Where am I in the standing? Yeah, I'm last. I am dead last. Perfect. That's perfect. There I am, dead last, 20th. Someone's got to be in that spot, and I'm the right guy for it. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. Well, Team Beard is in the front. Dave McCoy's in second. Boy, they're neck and neck. Deaf Mud Thieves. These guys are destroying the league. Anyways, there you go. There it is. Dandy, you guys said you got another spot. I'll put you up. And I got Randy Dean. How you doing, Randy? Dandy Reen. I can't do nicknames on Randy D. I almost shipped his stuff to the wrong person. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. I got you down for 2 spots. So that has closed the gap. Looks like we are now at 16, almost halfway. Almost halfway. We'll hang loose here for a bit. What else is going on in baseball? LA trying to climb to the top spot. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call here. All right, there we go. There we go. No big deal. The Hall of Fame inductees happened. I believe Derek Jeter, Ted Simmons, and Larry Walker got into the Hall of Fame. Up in Cooperstown. That's good news. Derek Jeter, got shunned? Should have got the unanimous vote. I don't know. I wasn't following. I didn't follow a whole lot of baseball when Jeter was doing his thing. I got respect for him, and I'm as a Yankees fan. As a Yankees fan, I respect him a lot. I didn't follow baseball, so I don't have the love for him that a lot of Yankees fans do. He was a great player. He was the captain, they call him. I saw a lot of people walking around Yankee Stadium with a shirt saying "Captain," the captain. So, but he's a little upset he got snubbed. He feels like he got snubbed. He should have gotten the unanimous vote. Mariano Rivera, a Yankee, got the unanimous vote. But so it goes. Larry Walker, another great player. I believe he was a Rockies player, right? Dustin, up in Dustin's land. And Ted Simmons, man, I thought Ted Simmons would already be in the Hall of Fame, but I remember Ted Simmons from when I was a kid. Oh, in Cooperstown, New York. Me and the wife were talking about that. We're going to make maybe next year, or even maybe the end of this year. We might make a trip. We're going to make ourselves a priority to head out to Cooperstown and check it out. I was there when I was actually junior's age, right around 10 years old when I was playing Little League. Had to have been in 88, 89. It was just after Oakland had won the World Series. Good Lord. So that's like, what, 40 years ago? 20? Oh, God. I don't even want to think. Is my wife a baseball fan? She is, Preston. Yes, that is an understatement. My wife is a huge Yankees fan. She loves baseball. She watches it every night. She likes watching. She watches the Yankees every night. I don't usually get to watch a whole lot of baseball at night. I catch it during the day and I catch the highlights. I work at night usually when most of the games go on. I'll watch it on the weekends. Or my favorite thing to do with baseball, I like listening to it. I get my boy. I get my Yankee announcer here on the Amazon, and I like listening to it while I'm doing stuff in the backyard. She'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy going to Cooperstown. I'm a big fan of Jazz Chisholm. I mean, I like John Sterling. I like listening to him. What I've done in the past, if I'm watching a Yankee game and the wife isn't here, I really enjoy the way he broadcasts games. Although I wish he could travel more. I know with the COVID he doesn't travel, and he is getting up in age. What I'll do is I'll have the Yankee game on TV, and I'll shut the volume off. I'm not a fan of Michael K. He's okay. K's okay. I mean, he isn't horrible. He's tolerable. He's not a Joe Buck. He's not on a Joe Buck level. Joe Buck, I have to mute. I cannot listen to Joe Buck announce a game. But I like John Sterling. I'm a big fan of John Sterling. Lots of times I'll mute the TV and then I'll try to sync up my echo with John calling the game while I'm watching it on TV. Big fan of John Sterling. Lots of times when the game's on TV, I'll just go out back and do stuff in my backyard and just listen to him call it. I'd rather listen to him call it than watch it on TV sometimes. She's not a fan of the radio. She'll listen to it if she's out back doing stuff. If she's got something going on or riding in the car, she'll listen to him announce a game. But she's definitely a baseball fan though. So it'll be fun. We're thinking we're seeing about maybe even the end of the year here, heading out there. I don't know. We're going to look into it. Maybe it's not that far away actually. It's only about 4.5, 5 hours from here. It's about the same distance of going to the Yankee Stadium. And there's a whole lot of things to do there in Cooperstown. Cooperstown's a great little town. I remember when we went there, there's also like a museum, U.S. colonization museum there? Or something like that. It's a history piece, and it's kind of not really a Renaissance festival, but it's more along like a museum where everybody plays and acts like it's the colonial times, like the 1800s, before, the 1900s. They've got a farm there. They've got, stores. People are riding around on horseback. They've got, a blacksmith going. I remember doing that as a kid. It didn't really pique my interest at 10 years old. Didn't really grab me, but now that I'm a little older now, I could enjoy it. Make my kids do it, then my kids will talk about it 30 years from now. It made me want to go to this dumb museum. And there's also, out in Cooperstown, there's a great brewery called Amagang. And they get great acts. So I kind of want to line it all up where we could go see the Hall of Fame, maybe check out that museum, and then go catch a show at the Amagang Brewery. They actually get national acts in there. They get great acts. And I hear the food and everything is great there. Looks like May 27th is their next one. The Avett Brothers. 2 nights. Just checking them out. If you're not from New York, Amagang is in Cooperstown. Looks like they've canceled most of their shows. They got Brunch Bingo on the 26th, 19th, and 12th. Lots of good things there in Cooperstown. What else is going on? What else? Cardboard is happening. What are some of the releases that are going on? I think mostly football right now. I believe Dunruss football came out. I was looking at grabbing a box of it for today, but I didn't get an order in, and I missed the chance to have it here. Actually, I was kind of hoping it would go down in cost. I don't usually break a whole lot of football here on the channel. It is the first day of football, though. Well, it looks like it's sold out. blowout, anyways. Maybe I'll try to get a order in for this weekend to get a little football in here. Check another site, see what they got. See if they got any Dunruss. Yeah, Dunruss delivered, released today. Football cards are hot, man. Super hot. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any at their competitors either. Do have some of these draft pick cards. Let's check out the baseball standings. Let's see who is going to make it to the big show at the end of the year. Looks like what the Dodgers and the Cardinals are playing right now. Maybe I'll get that up on the TV. Dodgers trying to get into the top spot. I believe the Giants pulled out, are still in front. Boston is pulled in front of the Yankees now. Yankees, I don't think have a chance even at wild card. Oh, well, they do. The AL, Boston and the Yankees have a chance. Right now, if the season was to end, the AL division leaders are Tampa, Houston, and the White Sox. If it was to end today, Tampa, Houston, and White Sox would get in. Then Boston and New York. And National League, does it mean they've already clinched the top two wild cards at each league? So San Francisco, Milwaukee, and Atlanta, and LA and San Diego. Man, I thought Cincinnati or Philly would squeak in there. You're not being productive? Preston, who's your team? You're a Dodgers fan? I'm going to put the Dodgers on TV right now, actually. They're playing the Cardinals, I see. Man, I thought Cincinnati was going to squeak into the wild card spot. I thought they were hot. You're a Dodgers fan, that's right. Man, the Dodgers have put a lot of money into their team to get a wild card spot. Well, the season isn't over. Still got a couple more weeks to go, so who knows how it'll play out. But right now, that's where it's at. San Francisco and LA lead the whole league. Tampa is in third. Milwaukee's in fourth. Houston just sent money for a Topps Chrome. All right, we'll crack open a Chrome. These Chrome boxes have been pretty hot. We got an auto out of one last week. All right, I got you, Andy. Thank you. We'll get to breaking some cardboard. Let me bring it on over here. Thank you, Andy. Well, I'm assuming you want it broken. We're going to rip it. It's the least you could do. Oh, yeah, right. Well, I do love it, love it. Well, we'll get some cardboard on the screen here then. Get my trusty fishing for cards blade here. Dustin, check out Fish for Cards. I know he's got his website stocked right now. So we're going to get 2 sepia and 2 pink refractors in here at least. Maybe an auto, maybe a numbered card. Junior did pull out a out of 5 card out of here. These things have been pretty darn good. They've had pretty good hits in them. So good luck, Andy. Rip it. See if we can get you some Topps Chrome Fire. I'm liking Topps Chrome this year. Last year I was kind of This year I kind of like it. I like it. Maybe it's because I didn't break much of a Series 1 or Series 2. And this feels like the most tolerable part of it. But good luck, good luck. Let's go, Andy. You're on the mark. Whoa, got a green one coming. Let me get my top loaders ready. Make sure I'll protect it for you. Anything good gets the top load. The Lunchbox Protection Program. We got Tony Gonsolin on the mound. Tied up 1-1. Bottom of the third. Tyler O'Neill up to bat. And here we go. Zach Greinke is going to be our first one out of the box. Look at that. We got an auto already. Auto already. You got the luck here, Andy. First pack, Mojo. And I see an autograph coming. You hit it. There's Greinke. There's Kyle Lewis with the refractor. We're going to go past Kyle Lewis. Wow, that's a big one. That is a great one. Evan White. Not a pitcher. Green auto. Hello, mama. Hello, baby.
I gotta have more cowbells, baby.
That's a pretty darn good hit, buddy. Out of 99, Evan White for Seattle Mariners. That's a great hit. Wow, these mega boxes coming in with some fire. These not mega boxes, I'm sorry, blasters. These are blasters. Got to give it to Topps. Topps really putting the fire in the blasters this year. Miss Cleo couldn't resist it. Saw the Evan White auto. Checked into the 6th dimension. The artist formerly known as the Hitless Wonder, Andy Dandy Andy.
I'm a god. I'm not the god. I don't think.
There you go. Evan White out of 99. That's a huge card. That's one of the best ones. It's not a pitcher, and it's Topps Chrome on-card auto. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. OMG, your package showed up. I'm glad to hear. Awesome. Congrats. We'll get these other ones in top load. You got other nice cards. You got a nice Kyle Lewis with the, what is this, the diamond refractor? Yeah, I was down in your neck of the woods, OMG. I managed to drive the family truckster right through Bronx. I know you don't live in the Bronx, but I think I'm not exactly sure where you're down there. We drove in from Poughkeepsie, New York. Went down the Deacon Highway, I believe it is, down to the Bronx. I think it's called the Deacon. It was Route 9 or something. Juan Soto refractor, 86 throwback. Yeah, Junior did all right. He ended up with 2 balls. He ended up with 2 balls. They weren't during the game, but they were definitely balls. Yeah, the 86 design looks good in chrome. What happened is right at the beginning of the game, just before the game started, the pitchers that were not going to be on the mound, they were leaving the bullpen, and they were going over to the dugout. And Domingo Germán had a couple balls, and he threw them up. He threw a ball up to the guy right in front of us where we were sitting. The guy right in front of us caught it. And after he caught it, he looked back and he tossed it to Junior because that's the right thing to do, right? You give the ball to kids, and I had 3 kids with me. The Mario Cuomo. The Mario Cuomo, yeah. They renamed the Tappan Zee Bridge Mario Cuomo Bridge, didn't they? Ridiculous. Anyways, so Domingo Herman threw that ball to the guy right in front of us, and he gave the ball to Junior, which is great. Thank you. Awesome. That's all he wanted. He had his glove with him. He wanted to get a ball. Then Domingo Herman threw another one up to the same guy right in front of us. And I'm like, I go, man, you know that guy? And he goes, nah, I don't know. He just keeps throwing it to me. So he gave the other ball to one of my daughters. So we ended up with 2 balls. And I'm like, the girls get the ball. I go, the girls don't. My girls, I love them to death. They don't really need it. And we didn't need 2 balls. I mean, what grown man needs 2? What grown man or kids need 2 balls? So we actually took the second ball and gave it to a 4-year-old kid that was in the stands about two rows up from us. So we passed the love on. It was pretty cool though. I love that tradition. You try to always give the ball to the kids. Give the ball to the kids. And I had 3 kids, so I kind of stood out in the crowd, I guess. It was classy stuff by the guy in front of us. He was a cool dude. He could have taken it, but and then we even passed the love on. We only kept 1. Junior kept 1, but we gave away the ball to another kid. So you gotta do that. If you get in the ball, you gotta give it to the kids. And I do believe in the tradition. If the other team hits a home run in the outfield, you throw the ball back onto the field. You don't throw it at Alex Verdugo, but you put it back out on the field. You let the people know it's coming. Tanner Houck, Chris Paddock, and there's a Shane McClanahan. That's the reverse negative, and then that's the Sapia Christian Yelich. It was fun. I don't know. I will say, yes, some people still have heart. I know. Some people. I'll say I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the stadium. Enjoyed the fans there. We had a great time. It was hot. It was stinking hot there. What I like is we got those tickets for like $20 a piece. They're right in center field. We were right between Aaron Judge and Brett Gardner. It was great. I mean, you can still see the whole game. They were not bad seats. For $20, you couldn't beat it. Joey Votto still bangs. Ryan Mountcastle, rookie card. This is a hot blaster, man. This is a great blaster, man. You've already gone down it. That Evan White, I think, I don't know what that sells for, but Evan White isn't too shabby. Not a pitcher. Speaking of pitchers, here we go, DeGrom. It was funny when I gave the kid the ball. Well, my junior gave the kid the ball. The grandfather was with him, and the grandfather goes, go Mets. And I go, oh no, a Mets fan at a Yankees game? I go, next thing you're going to tell me you're a Jets fan. There's the Jesus Lizard on the Future Stars. They do $20 wristbands for the back area by the Frank's Red Hot stand. Comes with a beer. Can't beat it. That ain't bad. I'm not one to sit down and stuff, and my girls aren't either. I spent most of the game walking around with the girls and the kids, chasing food down, buying $12 popcorn, $6 ice creams, $15 beers. I had a good time. I like it. The stadium's nice and clean and very, very respectable people. Javi Baez, now a New York Metropolitan, Whit Merrifield, and Brady Singer refractor. There's your pitcher. Yeah, you can't beat that. If you $20 and you got a beer, you already made it forward because a beer's $15 in that place. And Jeff McNeil with the purple refractor. Yeah, I will tell you, OMG. I don't know if maybe it's because I grew up in the country and I'm not really a city boy here. I'm more of a suburban guy, and I don't want to talk bad about it. But I drove through. I don't know what part of Bronx I was in, but it was a lot of things I've never seen before. The driving in Bronx was wild. It was wild, and I gotta admit, I was happy to get out of there. We'd come up. I came up. I was sitting at a red light, and I'm waiting. People are starting to beep. I'm like, I go, I'm like, what's going on here? And I didn't realize the car in front of me wasn't double parked. He was triple parked, and it was sitting right in front of the green light at the intersection. I thought he was waiting for it to go green. It'd gone green, and I'm waiting for him to go. And I realized his four ways were on. I didn't see that. So I had to kind of go on the sidewalk to get around him. And then a couple of intersections I went to, I remember there was a lot of people paying no attention to anything. Yeah, there's definitely a, what you call, oh yes, the Bronx drive. I'll tell you what, you want to one time, I can't explain it. It's just the way if I didn't pick up my aggressiveness behind the wheel, I'd probably still be there. Your mom is from the Bronx? Tristan McKenzie, and there is a Rod K. Rue, still not a Jew, Panama card, and then a Brady Singer 86 throwback. I will say the folks that can drive the Bronx and have low blood pressure, those people can run the world, because I got to admit, that's a $50 card, Andy. Awesome. Your mom is from the Bronx. Well, I'll tell you what, your mom's got to be a great driver, because holy Hannah. We were at this one red light, and I thought I was in the right lane. I know I was in the right lane. There was people behind me waiting too, but everybody just sort of drove through the intersection without obeying any of the rules. It was a red light, and people were still driving through, and It was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime driving experience. Eric Hosmer, Braylon Marquez, Kyle Seeger, and there's Sonny Gray with the Sapia. We came over, when we left, we took the GW, and then we went up the other parkway on the other side. What is it? We came down on the Deacon, and then we left on... What was it? What's the 4-lane that has all the trees around it? Goes up the side of the Hudson. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll say that driving experience was actually absolutely pleasant. It's made for old fogies like me, I think. We drove down, 9A, what did we drive? The Sawmiller Parkway? And we drove back up the Palisades Interstate. Drove up the Palisades. I think that's what it was. The Palisades, yeah. That was great. I like driving on the Palisades. I could have drove on there all day. I wish I could have drove that all the way home. We got little Bricky Harper. Kybert Rui gets top load love. He was playing here in Rochester. I believe he came over on the Scherzer deal. Now a National. He's up in the bigs in the Nationals, but he played here in Rochester, New York. Kybert Rui. Yes, Tremsky, San Francisco. Yeah, the Palisades. There's Austin Hayes. Saw him in the Bronx. You live right by exit 9. No kidding. So I went right by your exit, I think. Yeah, I'll say the Palisades, great drive. I recommend that. One of the best drives I've had in my life. William Contreras, Hotlanta Braves. There's David Peterson for the Metropolitans. And there's a Garrett Cole refractor and a Casey Mize. Garrett Cole now hurt for the Yankees. That's a nice refractor to get. Garrett Cole. And Casey Mize, refractor 86 throwback rookie card. Not a bad blaster box at all, Dandy Andy. Congrats. You did A-OK with that. We'll do a little recap. Casey Mize, Garrett Cole, Austin Hayes, Kyber Rui, Sonny Gray, Brady Singer, McNeil, Singer, Lizard, Mountcastle, Yelich, McClanahan, Soto, and the Kyle Lewis. And then this bad boy, can't beat that out of a blaster. Evan White, green, on-card auto to 99. Very nice. Very cool. Congrats. Get these bagged up and put them aside for you. That was a fun trip overall. I was kind of actually, I got to be honest, I don't do much travel by train or whatever it was called, sub. I was a little upset that the trains were all shut down to go into the Bronx, because that was our plan. We stayed in Poughkeepsie overnight, and we're gonna take the train into the Bronx. I guess they had some trains going, but not all of them. One thing though, I will say, is my kids have reached the age now where, especially my girls, they don't travel very well. So after spending 5 hours in the car with 3 toddlers, I needed something to help my nerves. Grab a picture of that Evan White. Evan White's a sick card. Not sure, but I think I might have heard some orders come over. There you go, Dandy Andy. It's coming to you in the next shipment. Hopefully, glad to hear everybody's getting their shipments okay. Nice box. Thanks for buying the personal. Let's take a look. See if we're any bit closer. Yes, and we are. Looks like some more spots just went down. The Protector of Freedom, the Keeper of Delicious Cardboard, Triple V coming in with a 5-spotter, bringing us down a lot closer than we were. Thank you, Triple V. Hope I don't know if you're listening. Hope everything's all right with you. Hopefully you're back in Aviano Air Base. We are ticking down. We are getting closer. Hoping, I don't know if you're listening, Triple V. I hope those packages have made it to you yet. I got to notice that they got delivered, but I don't know if they got they may have just got handed over to the military establishment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triple V in the house with 5 spots. Thank you, sir. Hope everything is all right. I can't wait for you to get those. You get a lot of great cardboard coming your way. I tried my best to get that packaged up as best as possible. I think you had that Freddie Freeman that went to you. You had that nice Freddie Freeman. You had the one, the OMG card. You had the nice Vladito Guerrero Jr. There was the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 101, which was pretty amazing. The on-card auto 101 of his rookie card. That was pretty amazing. That's coming with that one. And I think you had a Joe Adele. Plus all the other stuff. You had many, many, many more hits in there. The perks of having a job, you can afford cardboard. You sent a fun care package for Triple V. Man, OMG, you're awesome. That's great. That's great. We gotta be thankful for our man Triple V protecting our freedom and keeping the cardboard rolling. So we got, what do we got? 11 spots to go. 11 spots to go. 3 autos in a jumbo box of Bowman. The kids are off to school today. Football is starting today. So my thoughts are kids are back to school. Maybe I'll be able to get on here and break more. This weekend, we're going to try to push whatever we got. Next Friday, I do have Bowman Chrome coming. I got a case of Bowman Chrome. I got 2 cases coming. I've got a case of the regular Bowman Chrome and then a case of the HTA. Now, the HTA is the good stuff. You sent some snacks that should withstand the test of time and some nom cardboard. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I sent him some while he was deployed. I'm surprised. He said he was still eating the cookies. I can't believe the cookies were still good. Actually, Preston got some cookies a couple weeks late. He won them in the prize, and I never sent them because I forgot who won them. But I sent it. He just got those Red Sox cookies. He said they were a little dry, but still had good taste. I appreciate that. That's some positivity. I go, you gotta dip those suckers in milk. You gotta get some milk in those. Oh boy. Just got a note from the school district. There we go, right from the first day of school. Gates Chili, that's the school district my kids go to. Please expect buses to be delayed this afternoon. Thank you in advance for your patience as we reestablish bus routines with students. So the kids are going to be a little late coming back. We actually have a bus driver shortage here in Rochester, New York. It's all over the news that they don't have enough people to drive the buses for the kids. It's crazy. Crazy times. Rob, Texas Breaks, stepped into the ring. How you doing, Rob? Hope all is good with you. Got you down for 2. Coming in with 2 spots. Thanks, Rob. That leaves us with 9. Hope all is good in the land of Texas. You've been feeling all right. He's been hanging in there. All right, OMG. Glad to hear that. The strongest streamer on the internet. You can't stop him. He's got this. Man, good luck, OMG. I wish you the best. Going in next week. Hope to be in remission. Way to recovery. Well, I'm glad. It sounds like good news. I think that's good news. I hope it all goes well, man. You're the right man for the job, OMG. I got no doubt. I got no doubt in your ability to kick that son of a bee. That's the way to be. You got to keep it positive because you focus on the negatives is just not good. Not healthy. It ain't healthy. It's easy, too. It's so easy to focus on the negatives. It's something our brains are hardwired to do. I blame the media. The media is always giving you negative stuff, so I think we rebound the media. So you always, to be a successful professional in any field, you got to have a scapegoat. You got to will the hits into existence, right? Yeah, you're right. You got to, you know what? Here's a good example of positivity. Cedric, he actually had 2 hits while I was there. And there was a person in the outfield with a Cedric Mullins, had a Cedric Mullins jersey. I was like, Cedric! And, my wife and all the kids have Yankees fans on. I had my Let Brett Bang shirt on, which I got a lot of compliments on. But I like Cedric had 2 hits. I'm like, I love Cedric. Everybody's like, boo, Baltimore. Except for there was actually a girl sitting a couple of rows back. She had a Cedric Mullins uniform on. Jersey on. I'm like, Cedric, I'm going to take full credit here. Like I said, you always have a person to blame. I'm the one to blame for Cedric. Cedric, 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 Cedric. I'm taking full responsibility for that. Yeah, you got to keep things into positivity. You got to keep it positive. It's easy to run down negative Nancy lane. It's a little tougher to go the positive way, so keep it positive. All right. So I'm positively going to need to take a break here for a second. I got to go get a refill my coffee. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to try to get this. We're past the point of no return. We got to get this. We only got 9 left to go. We got to do it now. I was going to stop around 3 o'clock, but I got a feeling we're going to push this out. We're going to get this. Be right back. Let me refill my drink, and we'll get to the back stretch here. We're on the back 9 right now, so 9 spots to go. Let's go. Maybe I'll get a tweeter going. We'll see if we can get some people in here. We'll get this thing open. Hold on a momento. Be right back. BRB, un momento, por favor. All right, we're back. We're back. Appreciate that. Rehydrated, ready to rock. Let's see. Are we still? Where are we still? We still got 9 left to go. We're on the back 9. 9, and we'll break this wide open. Do you have any mystery packs? Yes, he has 1 Bowman left and roughly 10 Mullins chase packs on my. Ooh, you got 10 Mullins packs left? Uh-oh. 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 Preston, I'll race ya. Said he's got Mullins packs. I gotta find him. Baseball. Ooh, nice. Where are those Mullins packs? There they are. Got 1 left of the Bowman. Oh boy. 13. All right, I'm gonna change that. I happen to be a fan of Cedric Mullins. And Bowman edition, one last one. All right, I'll take the last one. Unless you want it, Preston. Already, you want the Bowman? All right, I'll back off on the Bowman. If you've got the Bowman, I'll back off. You asked first. There's still fun. So many Mullins to go around. All right, I'll back off on the Bowman's all yours, Preston. I'm gonna take some of the Cedric. You have the Bowman. I'm gonna take some of the Cedric Mullins off your hands. I don't want to see them go bad. They expire after a while. Yes, you did. I've liked everything I've seen out of those packs. Bowman pack has been purchased. Well, I grabbed some of those Cedric Mullins ones. I mean, I love the Bowman, but I still like Cedric Mullins, so I'm happy with what I got. I'll be opening those online here. Maybe even giving them away. Might even be a giveaway. He's going to throw a Mullins one on the house. Oh, what a guy. OMG coming in. The classiest act in the business. All right, well, we got the Bowman Mega here. 3 autos, $20 a spot. Need the said. See, all right. Nice work. Pimping that Cedric Mullins love. Can't go wrong with a Cedric Mullins. Can't go wrong. All right. 9 left to go. 9 left. I'm going to put a tweet out. We'll see if we get some tweeters in here. We're in the back 9. Really close to getting it done. I was going to call it at 3, but we'll let it go. I'm going to give it till I do have stuff I got to get done. I'm going to push it up to 3:30. If it doesn't fill by 3:30, I'm going to have to call it because I'm afraid I might not be able to have time to do it. I do have to work tonight. There we go. The tweet is out. Tyler O'Neill just hit it out. Sorry, I'm watching the game up here. Have you seen on the baseball card subreddit, people have been posting their top 5 cards? No, actually, I have not been over there. Did you submit yours, Preston? No, I haven't. I didn't realize that. Oh boy, there's somebody. Let's take a look at it. The top 5, my top 5. Oh, the baseball card subreddit, top 5. Wow, those are some top 5s. Wow. That's a pretty cool idea. I did the top 5 thing before it was cool, but here's mine again. What would be my top 5 cards? I can't put them all. I got my Cedric cards. That's all I care about. That's pretty cool. What do we got here? That's a mascot, right? The bird. Yadi Molina, nice. Lou Brock, nice. Big Mac Attack, nice. And Adam Wainwright. A little late. Here's mine. Ooh, nice Mike Trout. You haven't posted yours yet? Boy, I might have to do that. Maybe I'll do my top 5. That's good. Thanks, Preston. Thanks for reminding me that. I got to get over to Reddit and check it out more. Oh, man, what would be my top 5? Actually, I do have I have a pile of my better cards. Hold on, let me grab them. Well, this has got to be in one of my top 5. I got to maybe change the thing on it. It does get dusty, but man, I love this card. This Aaron Judge. I won this in a break. This is why I say breaks are great. Never would own this card if I didn't get into a break. It's a 101 Aaron Judge All-Star card. This is 2019 Triple Threads. '19 Triple Threads, Aaron Judge, 101. Absolutely love that card. It doesn't even feel like a card. It feels like more like his. That would be in my top 5. What would be in my other top 5? Probably. some of these cards here. I like this one a lot. I won this one in a break too. This is 2 out of 6. This was a redemption of Derek Jeter, with him just going to the Hall of Fame. That's a pretty cool card. I like that one a lot. So that's probably my top 5. This, I think, is really my number 1 card. It's not baseball, though. I don't have it graded. Now, this is the rookie card of Luka, but the thing about this is it's out of 8. 8 out of 8. And it's called a Prism Scope, I think it's called. Is the official name of it. I should probably get it graded. That's my number 1 card. It's not baseball, but pretty big. I don't know where the other ones would fall in. Maybe some Kyle Lewis autos. I like this one. This Kyle Lewis auto out of 25. I have it in my pile of good stuff. I don't know if it's my top 5 though. Do like it. That was the inception. Maybe I'm going to put together a top 5 thing and post on there. That's a good idea, Preston. I'm going to take some time once I get out of work tonight, try to put something together. Maybe we can get a lunch crew to do it. Maybe we get the whole lunch crew to get all doing theirs. You have a 56 Jackie Robinson that you keep on your desk? Awesome. I don't have any. I don't have a whole lot of vintage. You know, some of the other ones that I have in my top 5, I don't know which one I like more. These were acquired from my wife. I got a nice Nolan Ryan. I love Nolan Ryan. She was looking to sell these on eBay, and I took them from her. I said, no way. And then she's got the jumbo material Nolan Ryan. I don't know if this is autoed or not. Yeah, it is. I love that one. I should probably protect it a little better. I just got it in the case. I like this one a lot. Got the jumbo napkin, and it's for when he played for the Mets. Oh, Jesus, I dropped it. I don't want to drop it. Oh, God. Got to be college money right there. Yeah, saving it for a rainy day. I love that Nolan Ryan card. I like that. I like these Nolan Ryans a lot. I don't know which one I like more. Top 5. I'm gonna put together. Actually, I think I got a top 5. I think I'll have to go baseball though. I'll keep the Luka out. Yeah, the Luka. I don't know. I'm skeptical of how much it's actually gonna. If I ever sell it. I mean, Luka is on the track to being the best basketball player ever here. He about took the. He took what country is he from? Lithuania. He almost took the Lithuanian basketball team right to the gold medal. Yeah, the Luka is worth a lot. I'll tell you, I'll tell you this. I had somebody offer me in chat when I won it. I had a whole bunch of people contact me through Instagram and stuff about it. And I had somebody that said he was a surgeon, and he could have been bluffing, but I didn't take it. He offered me 7 digits. And somebody came in and said, don't do it. It's worth double that. So I'm holding on to it. There was one listed on Blowout for a while. Someone had one graded just like it, and it was worth double 7 digits. I don't know if it actually is or whatnot. There isn't a whole lot to comp on there because there's none on eBay like that. Because that came out of Prism Choice, so it's a choice scope. It's no auto though. It's no auto. I know I don't know. Autos don't really go as big in basketball, believe it or not. Here's another card that I like a lot. I like this one a lot. Rip in Peace, Bob Gibson. I've had that kicking around. I think I won that in, I believe that was Dylan McAllister. I won this in his break. He actually was one of his giveaways. I like the Bob Gibson. Is that numbered? Yeah, out of 90. I like that Bob Gibson a lot. Kind of my better cards I got sitting around I keep them close by. Yeah, I'm going to do it, Preston. My top 5's coming. I'm going to do a top 5 tonight. Let's take a look. Any other spots go? I haven't been paying attention to the site. Yeah, I think a spot just went. Actually, 2 spots. Blaze. Thank you, Blaze. The Brooklyn Bridge Rooms? That's awesome. That's pretty cool. The Brooklyn Bridge Rooms. Blaze in for 2s. That's going to bring us down to 7. Thank you, Blaze. Good luck. Good luck. The Brooklyn Bridge Rooms. That's a sweet name. I've never heard of that. Wait a minute. No, I missed somebody. Somebody else grabbed another spot. Did Blaze get... Oh, Steve Wood. Steve Wood. I saw. Didn't you see you sneak in there, Steve? Oh, there goes my alarm system. 6 spots. 6 spots to go. We'll fill this wide open. Hold on. I gotta go see what my dog's barking at. Be right back. Well, yeah, I'm in New York. I am Western New York. I'm actually not near the city. I'm closer to Canada than the city. I'm in Rochester. If you know where Buffalo is, I'm about 45 minutes from Buffalo. I'm in the great city of Rochester, New York, actually, in the suburbs. The As a Rochesterian, I'll put my pinky high. Rochester is better than Buffalo, better than Syracuse, better than Albany. OMG is closer to New York City. He's I don't know, you're not actually you're outside, right? You're not, are you considered New York City? I think you're more like upstate, right? OMG? I don't know. You're definitely closer than I am. Oh, OMG, where are you located? You weren't asking me where I'm located. You're asking where OMG is. Yeah, OMG's New York and I'm New York. He's definitely Eastern New York and I'm Western New York. I apparently drove right by his place. Yeah, you're considered upstate. You know, I called where I live for the longest time upstate New York until I moved to Rochester, and then I realized it's not upstate. The official name of where I am is Western New York. New York State's huge. New York State's humongous. I mean, it takes, if you were to drive from one end of the state, east to west, from New York to New York, it takes almost 7 hours. I mean, it's not like Texas. Texas, you drive from east to west. In Texas, you start driving in the morning and you're driving the next day and you're still in Texas. I mean, we're not as big as Texas, but we're a pretty good sized state. You go to the map and take a look at it. Oh, come on, get rid of this. There we go. I don't want that. There we go. Hide. There we go. So here's New York State. I believe you're down here, right? OMG is located in this area. Down what? You're down towards like Peak. You're down by White Plains, right? OMG. And I'm over here in Rochester, New York. This is where I'm at. Up here on Lake Ontario. I plan on hitting Lake Ontario shortly. Actually, this weekend, I'm going to go up here, right up here to Braddock's Bay. Wait a minute, that's the harbor. I don't want harbor. I want Braddock's Bay right here. Is that Braddock's Bay? No, that's Round Pond. Where's Braddock's Bay? Anyways, Braddock's Bay is the home of... Which one is considered Braddock's Bay? I don't know. Oh, right here is Braddock's Bay. Boy, geez, I don't know my Rochester. Braddock Bay right here. When you get up here on the west side of Braddock's Bay, right this time of year, there's something about the lake. It pushes all the pike right here. The northern pike hit like crazy in the fall. And I'm going up there tomorrow. Oh, Saturday. Today's Thursday. I'll be going up to Braddock's Bay. I launched right over here at this marina. You can launch over at this marina too. And I'm gonna be slaying those pike. I got my spider wire on my fishing pole. I got my steel leader and my big old shiny spinners. Gonna be chasing the northern pike up on the lake. So Rochester here, in between Buffalo and Syracuse. My favorite part of New York. Lots of fun up here. Lots of good stuff to do. Lots of fishing. Lots of hunting. Not a lot of, and I'll tell you what's big right now. A whole lot of Buffalo Bills fans. What the power rankings came out, the Bills are number 3. The NFL power rankings have Buffalo as number 3, and We say it every year here in Western New York that the Bills are going to go to the Super Bowl. And there's a good possibility it might happen this year. Yeah, if you go to the power rankings, they got what? They got Tampa Bay is number 1, Kansas City number 2, and the Bills is number 3. Ryan Beatty, yes, there are sharp teeth on those pike. No doubt about it. You are not wrong. But man, I love chasing the pike is so much fun. I got some pictures of past years. I'll have to show you here. See if I can pull them up. There was a good many. When I first started chasing the pike, I couldn't get enough of it. I did about 10 years ago was the first time I've ever really actively fished for the northern pike, and I got so addicted. I got hooked. Hooked. Here's some pictures of the pike we caught up here at Braddock's Bay. These were this one was the big one. These ones were actually pretty big, but they weren't as big as this one. We were trying our hardest to show how big that was. Yeah, and there you go. There's some nasty teeth right there. And those things are razor sharp. There's nothing dull about those teeth. So what we did the measure, that's about a 33, 34 inch pike there. Northern pike. Yeah, there's a dollar bill next to it. There's my buddy there. We were pretty stoked about that. We were catching all kinds of stuff. Lots of booze was involved. There we go. That's on the boat. That's on the bay right there. Yeah, those northern pike are fun. Love me some pike. You gotta have a steel leader on the end of your line if you're shipping. Yeah, they do. They are so much fun to bring in. Where we fish them there on Braddock's Bay, about 4 feet of water, and it's very, very full of weeds, seaweed, tons of seaweed. Very, very, a lot of cover and stuff right there. So snags are a real thing. But, man, you got to have the spider wire. You really got to have braided line because snags are common, very common. And you got to run a steel leader because if you don't have a steel leader, if they get the mono, if they were to get mono or even the spider wire next to the teeth, it'll cut it. They're razor sharp. So you got to run braided with steel leader, and then usually a good old flashy spinner, as flashy as you can get a spinner to go because they like the shiny stuff. And when they bite, man, you know it's on. We'll be going up there Saturday. I'm gonna go chase it around. Just got my motor back. I got my motor. A friend of mine rebuilt it for me. I got a 5.5 horse Johnson from 1958. Do you, Ryan? Do you go out and chase the old pike around? You a fisherman? I generally fish for 3 species of fish. I mean, any fish is fine. I like catching any fish. But there's 3 that really grab at my heartstrings. First off, I'm a bass fisherman first. I love chasing the bass. Bass season is my favorite time of the year. Second, and a close second, very close second, because it's the first part of the year, is trout. I love chasing the trout in the streams, especially rainbow trout, or some people call steelhead. I've caught a few on vacations with my family. We would travel from Glens Falls out that way. Ah, gotcha. And then pike. I like going specifically for the pike is fun. This year I'm gonna be going after it stronger than I have in a while. You got to be rigged up for the pike though if you're going for them. Like I said, you can't just go after it with worms and a bobber and mono. I remember when we first got introduced to it. Blaze, your pike are my blues-shaped teeth. My dad's a huge fisherman, though. Does fishing charters down here in Florida. Oh, wow. Nice. Your pike are my blues-shaped teeth. Yeah, I've been on a couple charters. That's actually a big thing up on Lake Ontario here. We've well, actually, my friend, he doesn't do charters. The guy I work with, he says it's been a rough year. Love striped bass. Ah, striped bass. I don't get a chance to go after striped bass around here. It's most of the places around here. It's either large or smallmouth. The lake I like to go to is smallmouth. It's kind of late in the year to go there now. They kind of fall back in. They get down deep right now. It's hard to get them right now. The optimal time to get them is in June. But striped bass, they're mostly in the ocean, aren't they? Striped bass, they're saltwater, right? But then we've got large and smallmouth are pretty big, and then the rock bass, or some people call them strawberry bass. I've never caught a striped bass. Yeah, I think they're ocean based. I think they're saltwater. Love saltwater fishing. What I meant is a fish for blues. They have sharp teeth we used while steel leaders. Don't get your finger in the mouth. Yeah. You do not get your finger in the mouth of the pike. You gotta have a pair of pliers. Get the hook out. I got a pair of fishing pliers, like extra long. You do not put your finger into the mouth of a pike. You just don't. It's a no. Saltwater fishing. I've never saltwater fished ever in my life, please. Unfortunately, this part of New York, there isn't much saltwater going on. Only when I gargle with it. Oh, great. Lots of fun. The cat. Lots of fun. The cat. Lots of fun to catch, but they taste like crap. They do. They taste like crap. Taste like shit. That's the thing with pike. Actually, when we cooked them, they were all right. They're just bony. Some people say you take the pike and you go grind it. You grind up the fish and you make like fish patties because you grind up the bone. The Y bone in a pike is the downfall. Me and my friend figured this out. Because there's Bassmasters, there's all kinds of there's for the Bass Busters. There's all kind of these fishing clubs. They're all called bass first. People chasing the bass fish. Then there's the trout fishermen, and trout are kind of the fly fishermen. They're kind of elitist. Most trout fishermen tie their own flies. They got their own thing. The trout, there's your trout fishermen, which are great. I'm not talking crap. I'm labeling stereotypes. The trout people usually studying the DEC website when the trout runs, and they're in the creeks with their waders and their eco-friendly shades or whatever. Very, very good people. Good people. I like it. Having trouble with your microphone? Doesn't seem to understand your words. I have that problem quite a bit. There's trout. There's your trout fishermen, and generally, a lot of I know some trout fishermen won't even. They'll go fish for bass, but they'd rather not. They'd rather stay in the streams, fish their flies. If they get one, fine. If not, no big deal. Then you got your bass fishermen. They usually got their Ranger boats. They got their boats. They get out there, and they got the tackle boxes and stuff. And, they're out there doing their stuff. Then you got and then you've got the people that are, lake trollers. There's people with their boats that only troll. They won't cast. They're not casters. I got a friend like that at work. He's got a big boat that he takes on Lake Ontario, and he catches salmon all the time. Salmon's his thing. Always after salmon. Sometimes lake trout, he won't be upset if he gets to the lake trout. There seems to be those kind of fishermen. But you never see anybody specifically pike. You don't see pike fishermen. You really don't. And me and my buddy, we blamed it all on. This is after many, many beers, many, many drinks. We said it's the Y-bone. The Y-bone is the fall of the northern pike. If it weren't for the Y-bone, the northern pike would be right up there. There'd be a pike busters. There'd be pike. What are you going? Oh, we're pike. We're going to chase a pike. And you have a lot of freshwater ponds, rivers, and lakes around me. You just never talk to freshwater fish. Don't like the taste. Ah, okay. Man, you got to get your hand on perch fry. Yeah, then there's people that do the ice fishing, and those are the people that are catching the perch. I don't know if you ever. Oh man, Blaze, I'll tell you what. I know a guy that'll change your mind when it comes to freshwater fish. The guy I went with last week a couple weeks ago down to Woodhull when we watched the race cars. He can fry a perch. You don't got to put anything on it. Nothing like a fried perch. Black bass is the best. Yeah, I like black bass. Are you talking about crappies? Black bass? Crappies and black bass. Crappies are pretty good. Black bass. Perch are pretty good. I don't usually catch a whole lot of perch. I usually go for bass, and if a perch gets on the line, it all goes into the bucket, and I'll bring it home. I'm kind of not too particular, but I'll tell you what. If you eat the pike, it's not a bad tasting fish. It's pretty good. It's that Y-bone, man. It's hard to fillet out that Y-bone. The downfall of the pike is the Y-bone. So I'm going to chase those Y-bone machines on Saturday. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Well, it is 3:30 p.m. I'm going to have to put a hard stop on this. I apologize, everybody. Man, I appreciate everybody who came. Pierogies are good tasting, but a lot of bones. What? Pierogies? What kind of pierogies are you getting? I think your microphone messed up again. I think you meant to say perch. Maybe perch. That's the one thing about perch is there's not a lot of fish, not a lot of meat on those things. Perch don't get that big. But yeah, perch you got to get it. You got to get like 50 of them to have a meal. I mean 20, 25. You get a small fillet out of them. And it's a lot of work. It's kind of almost too much work. I don't usually mess with them. Porgies? Oh, porgies. What the hell's a porgy? It's a fish. Porgy fishing. Consume filet porgy, be it baked, fried, boiled, even poached, that the fish is one of the better eating species in Long Island Sound. Porgies are one of the most, if not the most important recreational fish species in the Sound. I don't even know a porgy. All right, I gotta cut this short. I gotta get my butt in here to work. So, unfortunately, if this filled, I really don't have enough time. I did say 3:00. I pushed it out to 3:30. I'm gonna have to call it. Blaze, thanks for hanging out. Ryan, thanks for hanging out. OMG, Preston, all you guys, thanks for swinging by in the chat and hanging out. And thank you everybody who bought in. I got the list here. OMG, Slam Grant, Dandy Andy, Preston, Randy Dean, Triple V, Rob, Texas Breaks, and Blaze, and Steve Wood. Preston, thanks, man. I gotta bring it down. I apologize. I wish I could stay here all day, but I've been on here for 2.5 hours. We gave it a run. Pay attention. I'll probably have a football break up by tomorrow. Most likely I'll be on tomorrow afternoon, right around the same time, maybe a little sooner. Kids are off to school again. We'll see the outcome of, I think it's Tampa Bay against Kansas City tonight. But I appreciate all the support, everybody. Sorry we didn't get this off. We'll give it a run. It's real close. It may fill overnight. If it fills overnight, I'll definitely hop on early tomorrow. We'll get it going. Maybe I'll have some football ready for tomorrow. Thanks to everybody. Andy, thanks for buying the personal. With that, I got to call it be well and smell well. We'll be seeing you around. Have a good one.